Yo, what's going on, everybody? I'm your boy Numbskull, and today I thought I'd just tell you all the story of the Mad Honey experience I had last night. As I said, there aren't many of these floating around, so this will be a great storytime episode for the channel. Let's jump into this hoe. Yesterday, I decided I wanted to have something beyond my daily kratom, weed, and nick use, but I didn't want to go with my usual and build up any more GABAergic tolerance, as I'm currently on a mini tea break to get back to baseline. I had a good few experiences during my recent binge. I also, however, didn't want to take a psychedelic or dissociative yesterday, nor did I want to take a stimulant like an amphetamine. I don't dig stimulants too well, even though I have some, as I'm more of a downer guy. So, eventually, I came to a conclusion. Enter Grayanotoxins. Grayanotoxins are a quite relaxing and chill experience if you don't overdo it, and one Madhouse brand Trippy stick is the perfect dose for me, at least, of Mad Honey and Grayanotoxin extract. It would pair very well with my nighttime dose of kratom and some weed, and that combo would be perfect for what I had going on that night. Around 4:40 is when I ingested it. I snagged one orange-flavored straw out of one of my drug drawers and proceeded to cut the package open along the side, since the honey tends to at least partially have ran out of the straw. It's somewhat watery compared to your usual honey texture, and the pinched end of the straw meant to hold it in doesn't really work too well. It's never pinched completely closed. I sucked what I could from the straw, using my teeth to squeeze and pull more stubborn bits out, and then cut the straw long ways and licked the remainder out of it. I then licked up the remainder of the honey, which was coating the inside of the now open package. As for taste, it's not great, but it's most certainly not horrible, especially compared to some other substances that I've put into my mouth before. I then listened to a few of my favorite songs and waited on the clock to strike 5 p.m. When it finally did, I ingested my usual nighttime kratom dose, but this time I went for 5.5 grams rather than 6, as I wanted a little more wiggle room for an extra fourth dose I planned on taking later that night. Earlier that day, me and my girlfriend Jada had made plans with my friend Jose and his girl Sam, the same people we played pool with when I did my Dex and Ambient experience not that long ago. We'd go over to his house at around 8 p.m. to start our group watch of the new season of Invincible. It had came out a couple days before. After I ingested my kratom, I laid back in bed and put on some of Crucial's and then Rack's AI President series. I watched these and a couple of other things, and before long, I could feel the honey coming on. It was about 5:40 p.m. at this point, 1 hour after ingestion of the honey and 40 minutes post-kratom ingestion. A warmth began spreading throughout my torso as a nice euphoria sparked up in my chest. It feels like a sort of tingle, somewhat like the euphoria from a psychedelic, but not really. Its range of effects and the way in which they present themselves is truly something unique. 20 minutes or so after that, I could feel the familiar kratom effects layering on top, and it was time to smoke. Me and my girlfriend ended up smoking a few bowls as per the usual out of our bong, and by the end of it, I was feeling fired. It had also been another hour and was around 7 p.m., and that meant that it was almost time to start getting ready to go to Jose's. We wanted to run to get cash back at a store and to the dispensary we usually go to, in order to grab a cart for the show. By the time we got to Jose's, it was almost 8:10, my bad. We went inside, talked for a short bit, and all got settled in with a couple blankets and some popcorn, of which I would not eat any until later, as food tends to kill most substances' effects for me. Jose popped on Season 4, Episode 1, and we were off into the land of Omni the Man. The episode itself was fantastic, only made better by the intense euphoria and hypnagogic feeling I was currently experiencing, and it got even better when I had collected a few puffs of the Pinjamin under my belt. By the time the credits were rolling, I may as well have been rolling. Super fucking fantastic, warm, and sparkly physical euphoria paired with entactogenic-like effects and a nice dulled sort of mental state. Sam had to go into work for a bit as she had been called in earlier, and we ended up chilling for a bit discussing the show before eventually deciding to head home for the night. It was somewhat late, and we were all quite tired. By the time we were pulling back in, it was like 10:30 to 10:45 p.m. I prepared a nice meal, as I hadn't had anything more than a piece of candy or two and a few pieces of popcorn all day, and I watched some 8-Bit Ryan on my Xbox whilst I consumed it. My girlfriend would stay up to play some games on her Xbox quite late into the night. After I finished my food, I was feeling quite sedated, although the euphoria had mostly left, so I decided to pop some melatonin and hit the sack. Overall, it was a fantastic experience as it usually is, and I enjoyed it a lot. Mad honey is a somewhat obscure but very enjoyable substance, and is definitely up there on my list of favorites. And that is going to be the story of my mad honey experience I had last night. I do hope you all enjoyed, and if you did, a like and a subscribe would be fantastic. Comment letting me know if there's something specific you'd like to see next. Pop on post notifications so you don't miss anything new I drop, and if you've got a story of your own you'd like to share and hear me read on the channel, you can submit it effectively via my Instagram or Facebook. TikTok DMs are accepted, as with anything else, but not recommended. I'd love to read you all's experiences, and I'd love to share them with the rest of the fam. Stay frosty, stay curious, and most importantly, stay safe out there. And with that, I will of course see all of you in the next one. Peace.